All right. So, one thing that I am interested in pursuing, and this might come out wrong. It might sound the wrong way. I'm really interested in studying drugs. Um, I think last episode we studied Ambien,
Yes,
and we learned
yes.
about like the new and unique effects of that.
Yeah, that was pretty
This
cool.
time, I want to talk about a thing called scopolamine, or
Scopolamine.
devil's breath. Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't.
Let me,
Sounds
let me tell you
awful.
about what it is. It's very I don't want to say it's prevalent because it's not prevalent yet, but it exists in Colombia.
Mm.
It's
Oh man,
it's used in Colombia as we speak.
of course.
Okay. Oh yeah, of course the drug is used in Colombia. Yeah, yeah.
No
Like the
offense,
worst
Colombia.
place in South America or Latin America or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Um, Basically, it is a rendered down version of a flower
Mm.
that grows from a tree. And it's actually like a pretty beautiful white flower
Huh.
that grows on a tree that is pretty much only indigenous to Colombia, which is
Wow.
good news.
Has it grown there for a while? Is it?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, but we people didn't discover its like usages
Right.
until recently.
And you have to break it down
So
for it to work.
you break it down in the same way you take a coca plant and you make cocaine.
Right.
You take this flower and you break it down using the same chemicals and you make scopolamine.
Hmm.
Scopolamine sort of finalizes as a white powder.
Okay.
Now, this powder doesn't get you high, it doesn't get you sick, it doesn't do anything other than one thing. It directly targets your frontal lobe in your brain.
Hmm.
Okay? And when you take it, when it attacks your frontal lobe, you stop knowing yourself, meaning you don't know your name, you don't know who you are, you don't know anything other than the basic facts, meaning like I know where I live, I know my bank account number. Like you're not high, you're completely lucid,
Yeah.
but you don't have any sense of self. Meaning, so
What?
basically, here's how it's used. I come up to you in the street. I have a palm full of scopolamine,
Mm.
and you're just like some lady walking around.
Uh huh.
I take my palm full of scopolamine, and I do this. Okay, you can't see this for the listeners, but I'm blowing it in your face. I blow a cloud of this stuff
Mm-hmm.
up in your face. You inhale a little bit. Just a little bit is all it takes. I follow you around for like 15 seconds. And then I start asking you questions. Well, like once it kicks in, I say, take me to your ATM. And since your frontal lobe is disconnected,
Right.
since you don't know who you are,
Right.
or like what your purpose in life is, or like your sense of self,
Yeah.
you have no protection against a predator who's going to say something like this. Take me to your ATM and give me all your money. And you're like, okay, cool. Yeah, done. I'll do it.
Wow.
I'm not even done.
So you have
Then I'm
no.
like, yo, let's go to your apartment. You have a condo, you have a house. Let's go to that. Give me all your furniture. And actually, I'm gonna need you to help me move it out of your place. You see that flat screen? Yo, that's mine. Give it to me.
Jeez.
You can just take anybody's stuff. It eliminates your sense of like I am who I am.
Right. You have no
Can
free
you help me
will.
describe this? Like free will.
You have no free
It
will anymore.
eliminates yourself, your sense of free will. To me, this is the most dangerous drug imaginable. I know
Yeah.
cocaine's bad. I know heroin's bad.
That's really
but
scary.
this stuff is completely frightening.
No,
Fortunately, no one really knows about it, and I don't even know if what we're doing on the air is good.
Yeah,
Because
no.
we're like kind of telling the world that this is a thing that exists. But fortunately, the only one who listens to this is, I guess, my parents and like deadbeat drug addict alcoholics who like have nothing else to do and certainly don't have jobs. So can't listen to this show.
That might change. Once they get a hold of this scopolamine, they're going to
Once
be
they get a hold of
millionaires.
scopolamine, oh man,
Jesus.
isn't that scary?
It
though?
is.
Scopolamine,
And, all right.
also called devil's breath. Fortunately, it doesn't really exist outside Colombia.
So are there
It's not
cases?
like marijuana where you can just grow it in like a greenhouse or something. Like scopolamine is a tree, and it's a tree that you have to grow, and it eventually makes a flower.
It wouldn't be hard to transport though,
Probably wouldn't be too hard to.
because then all you got to do is, I mean, you get stopped by the drug authorities, and they're like, "What is this?"
They don't even know what it is.
It probably looks
I got
like
pretty flowers for my wife. That's
not
what
even
that's
that. They break it down into powder. They think it's cocaine. You're like, "Oh no, go ahead, try it. It's baking.
Right, you can-
baking for baking flour." And then
Yeah.
they
Hey,
try some,
cops,
and they're like,
sniff this.
hey, let us take this in and sell it everywhere. And they'll be like, "Okay." I mean, that's dangerous. I mean, can this stuff be put into the water supply? Like if you dissolve it in water and drink it?
It's a powder like anything else. I mean, if you can put right now in America, we have fluoride in the water.
Right.
You could easily have cocaine in the water. You could easily have scopolamine
Anything,
in the water.
right.
I mean, you could have whatever you want. If you have a tasteless, odorless powder, you can put it in water.
Jesus.
Scopolamine is a tasteless, odorless powder.
So
I'm not
you
saying
could-
that, like odds are
you
put
could-
this in water, because we won't.
You could spike some kids' drink with this and be like, "Hey, amass a bunch of guns and go shoot up your school," and they do it.
You could be like, oh, like, do I want to like diddle little boys?
Jesus.
Easy.
I mean, how long does it stay in your system for?
About 12 hours.
Good Lord.
You know, it basically has the half-life of your average hallucinogen.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be fucked up for like 12 hours.
And you won't even know it,
You're gonna not
though.
know what just happened. Your will is gonna be subject to someone else for the next 12 hours.
So you could literally,
and there's nothing you can do.
you
about
could
it.
literally come to and have a completely different life. Like everything could be gone. You'll just like snap out of it and be like, "Whoa,
Be like, whoa.
Where's all my stuff?"
I just
Or,
gave. Yeah. That's
why
what
am
happened.
I
just gave up all my shit.
why am I in the middle of Times Square with a bunch of dead people all around me?" Literally, like,
don't
man,
know.
that's so scary, dude.
Crazy scary. So
That's
as
crazy.
far as I'm concerned, this is the most dangerous drug ever. And people don't know about it. And I'm glad
Yeah,
that
I've
they
never
don't.
heard of
And
it.
I hope no one ever learns more about it. And I'm almost sort of discouraged or disappointed with this show because we're actually talking about it and putting it on the internet.
No, but I mean,
people are gonna learn about it, so whatever.
Well, if you think about it, the people who are more willing to use it, like evil people, are gonna know about it, but other people aren't. And I think you got to know about it in order to be able to protect yourself against it. If you saw, all right, for example, if you saw somebody do that in the street, somebody blow some scopolamine into somebody's face, you'd be like, why did he do that to him? He just blew a bunch of flour.
Now you know what's
Now
up.
you're like, no, don't mess with this guy.
I'm gonna beat this dude's ass.
Right, exactly. So
or I'm gonna follow this girl because she's about to do some stuff that she is gonna regret.
right. So raising awareness is good and bad, but it's just like, yeah, the criminal underground's gonna know about it.
Man,
Of course.
scopolamine.
They've probably known about it for a while.
What is up? Colombia.
Wow.
What do you got going on, man.
Just stop it, Columbia. Just stop.
Can we talk about another crazy ass place?
Yeah. Oh, it's another. Oh, this is where I come in. Motherfucker, don't you smoke them rocks?
Don't you smoke them rocks?
Don't smoke them.
Don't smoke them rocks. No.
Another episode. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So try listeners at home. Try and guess where this crazy event took place. All right.
We're gonna take emails. We're gonna listen.
So basically, cops walk into a house because they hear about some foul play going on.
This, for those of you who don't know, this show is sort of ad-libbed, meaning I don't know what Obi is even talking about. So I have to guess right along with you. So let's do this kind of thing together. All right, go ahead.
So the police walk in, they hear there's foul play at this house.
Foul play.
They find 2 babies, about 278 grams of crystal meth.
Okay.
Shoved into baby wipes boxes. It's lying out on the table where the kids can get to. Like literally,
meth is just
it's
everywhere.
everywhere, and there's little kids crawling around. Like they could
yeah.
easily put something in their mouth and be like. Arr! Anyways, there's that. There are 2 frozen alligators just sitting out dead as fuck.
What do you mean sitting out?
There's
frozen.
There's a picture. There's 2 frozen baby alligators.
Are these things in the fridge?
Nope.
Are they in the backyard?
They're just sitting.
I'm trying to get a perspective of what's
in the living
happening.
room. Sitting in the living room.
Okay.
Just dead as hell, frozen as fuck, thawing out.
All right.
Babies, and then a fish tank. The cops confiscate a black bass fish in a fish tank that is too small. They're like, wait a minute, this shit is too small.
Wait, so the fish?
They showed a picture of it that had a ruler.
Fish is illegal?
Yeah, it's too small.
I like how they're really troubled about the meth.
Yeah. No, they're like, hold up.
But also, they're running the law on whether or not that fish is up to size.
He's like,
is that bass?
Officer John,
John,
go get me my fucking ruler out of the car. There's
Get
a
that
fucking
ruler
this
out.
bass has got to go. We got to confiscate this shit. Take the babies out of here and get me the ruler,
dude,
and
that's
come straight
funny.
back. Yeah, so
So the bass is illegal.
the bass is illegal.
So you got an illegal.
It's a big
let me
deal.
break this down. You got an illegal bass.
An illegal black bass.
An illegal black bass.
That makes a difference.
You got 2 alligators.
2 frozen.
2 frozen
baby alligators. Even worse. They're like no, Lando. They're in the picture. They're laying there, and their mouths are like frozen open, so they just look so
like a tongue hanging out,
so
and
dead and so pitiful looking, just laying there. And
So you got
keep in mind, there's babies crawling. When they walk in and see this scene, there are babies just laying around,
All right. So
possibly high on meth.
Most likely high on meth because there's meth in the atmosphere.
Oh,
so
God.
the whole room is cooking meth. There's 2. I can't even say this. There's 2 dead baby alligators.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And there's a. You are funny. You are fucking funny.
I shouldn't even be laughing about this.
Dude, all right. So there's 2 baby alligators, and then an illegal black bass
in an aquarium. in a just the one fish in a fish tank.
Dude, that is awesome.
This is a brutal scene.
The question is, where are they located?
Yes.
Okay. Here's my sort of theory. What I know, I know very little about methamphetamine, but one thing I do know is that Montana is incredibly infested.
Sure, yeah.
With methamphetamine. It's like methamphetamine city.
Yeah, it is.
Places like Montana, actually Nebraska's really bad, Missouri's really bad. Sort of that like Midwest area.
Yeah, Hawaii's really bad.
Hawaii is crazy bad. Weird places like New Zealand are horribly bad. Melbourne in Australia is horribly bad.
Yeah,
With
I think it's actually bad pretty much everywhere now. It's
probably.
it's pretty bad.
So I would guess that like Montana
No,
is my first bet, but here's where you screw me up. You throw in 2 alligators.
and a black bass.
And I don't care about the black bass. I can find that anywhere. It's
very
I can find
important.
that in Michigan, whatever. But the 2 baby alligators,
Kind of a dead giveaway,
dude.
literally.
I know.
Pun
I
intended.
know this is Florida. It's gotta be Florida. Is
Yes.
it Florida?
Yes.
Hey,
Polk County-
Florida.
hey, fucking
Why?
Florida.
Hey, Florida.
Motherfucker, don't you smoke
Don't
them
you smoke
rocks,
them
Florida.
Rocks, Florida.
damn it.
Florida.
Polk County.
What is
Polk
up with
County,
you?
Florida.
Dude.
So the couple
Florida.
has been taken to jail. The babies are fine.
Okay.
The alligators are still dead as fuck.
Yeah.
The bass, I'm hoping, I guess it's
I
been
hope
re-released.
I hope that black bass is alive.
Oh my god. Oh, poor thing.
Poor thing.
The cops probably ate that shit. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
No, you know what? There was probably like 5 black bass, but they only claimed 1.
Right.
Because they like sold the
Right.
rest or ate the rest or
Who
dealt with
knows?
the rest.
don't
So
know.
this black bass, let's just assume it's gone.
It's definitely gone.
Okay.
This is Florida we're talking about.
this
Those
is-
motherfuckers.
hey, Florida.
They took those baby alligators, thawed them out, roasted them on a grill,
Put them on the grill.
and sliced up, skinned the fish,
Yep.
and had a good old time.
Had a grand old time.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that's another episode of Don't You Smoke Them Rocks.
Dude, don't you smoke them rocks. Now, I want to take a break, but before I do so, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors.
All right.
Well, actually, our sponsor. at least one of them.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Flaming Amy's.
Oh yeah.
Every
Thank
time
you.
I go there,
Flaming Amy's.
I see the like most beautiful women.
It's
Like,
a little-
it's for those of you who don't know, it's like a taco and burrito and chips place that has like the best hot salsa.
Oh, yeah.
and everything good. That place is awesome.
Giant burritos at
Giant
a
burritos.
reasonable price.
All the girls are like have like they're very hippie, sort of like tatted out,
Yeah.
dyed haired girls. I never speak there ever. And this is something I'll explain later, but like I never talk. When I go there, I write down I want a taco with hot salsa made of beef, whatever.
Wait, so you pretend to be like mute?
I pretend to be mute.
What?
And dude, I'll explain later. That's for a different show, a different segment, whatever. I never talk
What
at
the-
Flaming Amy's.
I didn't know this. Well, oh my. All
I
right.
never speak.
I can't wait to hear this.
I just show up and I write the thing down on like the little menu page. I'm like, oh, 2 tacos, beef, thank you, bye. And I see this girl, and and I've been doing that for months.
I've never been there with you before. You always
gotta
bring
go there
it
with
to
me,
the
man.
studio.
It's funny.
Oh my god.
You gotta go there with me.
All right.
So it's funny.
This
but
sounds pretty. This sounds like fun. This sounds like-
recently, I broke down because the girls there are so. And by the way, I want you to be our sponsor, please. Flaming Amy's, be our sponsor. I'm the guy who ironically has a talk show, yet I don't talk in my thing.
That's fucking brilliant. That is fucking brill fucking int. Idiot.
But I want to tell you that there was this one. I broke down. I screwed it up the other day. There's this beautiful girl who had like leg tats. Mm-hmm. She's like at the counter, looking sexy. Like
Yeah.
she's just this beautiful girl.
That's usually what happens there.
That's usually what happens. And she has this like dyed hair that's not even anything that resembles something natural, because it's white yet blue. She has this like she has hair that looks like like Greenland snow. Like it's beautiful blue, white sort of thing.
Huh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm picturing
It's
it.
this gorgeous hair.
Wow.
It's like a turquoise, white.
Like white blonde but tinted blue?
Yes.
Okay.
Looking good.
Very nice.
And so I place my order and I write it down. I'm like, 2 tacos. Give me the tacos. What? Thank you, please. And I'm very polite, And then I go to there's this taco or there's this salsa kiosk kind of stand thing.
Yeah, legendary.
And I'm there and she's there and she kind of gives me the eyes. And I'm like, whoa, that's what's up. I mean, and she doesn't wink at me, but kind of. She's like, hey. And she kind of smiles and laughs because she knows that I'm the weirdo who never speaks at Flaming Amy's.
This is
so
fantastic.
she kind of nods at me and she's like, hey, what's up? Yeah. And I go, and this is where I broke down because my number one rule was never talk at Flaming Amy's. Just don't do it. But I see this girl and she's so beautiful, I've got to talk to her.
Oh,
so
no.
she nods at me, she kind of winks, she laughs, she's smiley, and I'm like, what's up? So I say to her, I open up my mouth, I go, I can talk, I'm like, I can talk, And she's like, oh, it's so rude that you don't talk. Why don't you talk? I'm like, how is that rude? This is my choice. I can do whatever I want in this
She
world.
tricked you, man.
She totally
tricked you.
She tricked me like
I bet
crazy.
she's bragging to all of her friends in the back.
Of course she is.
Oh,
Man.
Lando.
Because she was like giving me the eyes. She's seducing me, kind of,
She's like, let's see what he's
getting me
about.
in. And I'm like, and so I feel my weakness. I get weak.
So what? I mean, what happened after that?
Nothing. I just walked away.
Dude, you had a golden opportunity.
I had a golden opportunity.
You could have been like,
bounced.
I took a vow of silence and I broke it for you.
Yeah, no, I didn't do
So
anything cool
beautiful.
like that. I just booked.
It's hard.
I just got the hot salsa and I bounced.
It's hard to think of that on the spot. I mean, it's easy for me to say that because I wasn't confronted with this, gorgeous woman.
Oh, dude, she's so gorgeous.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, Flaming Amy's, if you're listening, please sponsor us.
That would be nice.
We eat your burritos and tacos like every freaking day. Hook us up. For
Right.
God's sake, hook us up.
We're your kind of people, Come on.
We are your kind of people.
We like good music. You
We
guys like good music.
Your ladies are awesome. Your food is delicious. We have a kick-ass podcast. I'm the dude who never talks. And we have a talk show.
He talks the most on the show. That's so deliciously ironic. Deliciously with salsa on top, ironic. Yes.
That's all I have to say about that. That's all I know.
All right.
I don't have any plugs. Do you have any plugs?
Yeah, this week we have Jameson and the Sorted Seeds.
Awesome.
The introductory song today was one of their songs. The song I'm going to play is called Suicide Mission. It's in response to a long time ago, the 9/11 about, plane hijackers.
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
song. These guys are from Whitefish, Montana. And you can go on Facebook and find them, Jameson and the Sorted Seeds. They have a little link on there. You can go and buy their MP3s. They have really cool T-shirts and stuff. Awesome guys. And, great reggae blues band. And, yeah.
Cool.
nothing, everything is alright. And I don't understand the hatred in this man. He don't know who I am. I lived a good life. And I don't understand the hatred in this man. He don't know who I am. This is goodbye. Say my music is the only weapon I own. I own. Say my music is the only weapon I own. I own. Say my music is the only weapon I own. I own. Say my music is the only weapon I own. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Say my music is the only weapon I own. I own. Say my music is the only weapon I own. I own. Say my music